Where's your lawyer?
I don't have one.
No way am I getting this case thrown out because I didn't go by the book.
Relax, would you, Boswell? I was read my rights. I know I'm entitled to an attorney present when I'm questioned. I don't need one.
Well, if you think you're going to get off easy because you're a friend of Castile's, you may want to reconsider. We've got a lot of evidence on you, Garber. Even Castile's not going to be able to ignore it. And I'll tell you, he is out to fry the man who raped his wife.
I hope he does.
You're gonna find out you got the wrong man.
Cruz? What's going on? No one will tell me anything.
Eden, what are you doing here? I thought you were going to be with your mother.
Yeah, well, Officer Bartlett brought me here. I wanted to find out what's going on with Kane.
Well, he and I are about to go through something extremely unpleasant. I hope you'll be able to forgive me, actually.
What do you mean?
I'm going to try to break him. I have no choice, really. I'm going to push him to his limits and see what happens.
Now, look, Cruz, I've done a lot of thinking about this since you brought him in here. And I know positively that he was not the one who raped me.
Mm-hmm. You're absolutely certain of that, are you?
I would have known if it was Kane.
The man who attacked you, was he taller or shorter than Kane?
I don't know.
Well,
Look,
you
it has
see,
nothing to
Eden,
do
with
with
the
that.
mountain of evidence we have against the man, we're going to have to become real specific about the things we remember. You know what I mean?
Cruz, do you really think it's very right of you to question somebody who is your friend?
That's exactly why I want to do the questioning. I'm not just going to be looking for something to convict him with. Hopefully I'll find something that might clear him as well.
You know in your heart that he couldn't have done any of those things.
Yeah, but Eden, what I know in my heart doesn't really seem to matter right now. Kane, I strongly suggest you have an attorney present during this questioning.
I don't need an attorney to protect me from you. We're both after the same thing.
All right. You've already admitted that you were in my house at least twice the night Eden was raped.
Yeah, before when I saw both of you, and then later I came back. The place was torn up, no power, no phone.
And what was your state of mind that night?
You saw me.
I need you to tell me.
I was alone most of the night. I'd been drinking. I was thinking about the things that had happened to me. Major, Ming Lee, Andrea.
And why did you go to our house?
I don't know. Which time?
The first time. Was there a specific reason?
No, I just couldn't stay in my place any longer. I had to get out of there, so I left, and I ended up at your door.
You were angry?
Yeah, I was angry, but I wasn't angry at Eden. I was angry at everything else, everything that had happened.
Now, when I saw you there, it was already pretty late. Seems kind of strange to me that you would go back a second time even later.
I wanted to apologize to you for the way I'd been acting. I was a jerk.
How come you didn't call?
I did call. I called. It was dead. I went over.
What time did you go over?
I don't know. It was after 10, I guess.
10 o'clock. By then, the place would have been sealed off with police tape.
I didn't see any.
Really? How'd you get in?
I went in through the back door by the jacuzzi.
Yeah, but just a couple of hours earlier, you'd gone in through the front door.
I had been drinking. I told you. I ended up at that. I don't know what difference
Okay,
does it
so let me
make?
get this straight. You walk into a crime scene, a crime has just been committed, and nobody sees you?
I didn't see anyone. It was dark. I didn't stay long. The phone was dead. I left.
You didn't touch anything else?
No, I don't know. No.
Then why were your fingerprints found on a chair that had been disturbed in the place that night?
Wait a minute. What? Okay. I ran into something in the dark. I picked it up. I put it aside. That must have been the chair. I also touched the banister. Oh, come on, Cruz! I forgot! You just reminded me.
Well, maybe you can start remembering now. After you left my house, you say you went back to your own house. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, and the major was waiting there with a couple of goons. They worked me over pretty good.
Uh-huh. They bruised and lacerated you, is that right?
Yeah.
Of course, you could have gotten those bruises and lacerations from Eden trying to fight you off.
What the hell are you trying to do?
I'm trying to figure out what you did that night. No one can corroborate the times you say you came and went. No one saw you without those bruises on your face after Eden was raped.
The major did.
The major says he didn't see you at all that night.
Well, what do you expect? The guy to admit he hired a couple guys to beat me up?
I find one shred of evidence, one sighting, one anything, Kane, that does not dump this in your lap.
I'm sorry. I didn't know I needed an alibi at the time. I would have gotten myself one.
You need one now, pal. Is this your knife?
I didn't know.
It's been established you own such a knife.
I had one. It broke. I threw it out.
Found in the rapes and in the murder of Andrea.
A lot of people have knives like that.
A lot of people don't have a bloody towel hidden in their house, the blood on which is a dead bang match for that of one of the victims.
Somebody is trying to set me up. Can't you see that?
Who is trying to set you up, if I might ask?
Well, who else? The major.
How did he get access to the towel?
I don't know.
You have any kind of evidence for your feeling that the major wants to set you up?
He hates me. You know that.
I asked him for some kind of evidence.
I don't have it.
Well, I have a mountain of it, pal, and every grunt of it points at you. You even had a motive.
Oh, come on now. That's ridiculous. What possible motive could I have to do that?
The moment you laid eyes on her, you've wanted her.
Do you have anything new against Kane Garber?
We'll issue a statement in the morning. Hi, Eden. Is Cruz inside?
Yeah, he's inside.
Are you sure that you should be here?
Yeah, I want to be.
All right, I'll see you later.
Off the record, let me ask you something.
Sure?
Do you think that Kane could be the rapist?
No.
You sound pretty sure of that.
I am. He's innocent.
Even with all the evidence against him.
Lydia, it's circumstantial. Think about it. Somebody could have planted that towel in his apartment. Kane is a detective. If he did commit those crimes, why would he hang on to a towel that I had used the night I was raped, which meant that he would have gone back to my house after the crime was committed?
Or maybe he thought that his own blood was on it.
Okay, so maybe he thought of it as evidence. Why didn't he get rid of it? Why didn't he burn it? Why would he have held on to it in his own home?
I wanted to ask you because I can't help thinking that somehow you would have known if Kane had been the rapist.
I think I would have, Lydia.
You know, I'm a journalist. I'm supposed to deal with facts, but I've gotten to know Kane. Even with all this evidence against him, I doubt that he's guilty myself.
You held Eden in the mountains against her will.
To protect her from Elena. You know that.
That might have been your thought at first. Later, you wanted to keep her there because you wanted her for yourself. You did everything you could to keep her there. You put her in a closet one time, I believe, because that's how much you wanted her.
Yes, I wanted her.
But you couldn't have her. Because of me. She must have been talking about me day and night, huh?
She did.
You must have come to hate my guts. You must have hated me so much you could have killed me.
I did try and kill you. I couldn't do it. I had you in my sights, and I couldn't do it. You two have become the best friends I've ever had. I have let all my feelings for Eden pass. I've put them aside.
So that's where Andrea comes in.
I don't want to talk about her.
You fell in love with Andrea and you thought she loved you too, is that it?
We loved each other.
And everything was going to be just fine, except that the Major showed up. The devil himself. He reminded you of all those things that you wanted to forget about. He ruined your relationship with Andrea. He pushed you to the edge, so you lost control. You started beating on her a little bit. You beat on him a little bit, so you got so violent.
Ah, come on. Eden! You drove Andrea away. Nobody else did. You did. You're the one who did it, man. Once you got rid of the woman you say you love, you start thinking about my woman again, man. You came to my house. You knew I wasn't there. You busted in. You cut the power. You raped her! No! Listen to me, man! I know you did it, and you don't have the decency to admit to me that you did!
No, I couldn't hurt him. I didn't hurt her. I love you guys. I couldn't hurt either one.